here. How are you guys and girls doing today, this Friday? Probably disappointed. And I don't blame you. So, just out of curiosity, I went on the Mattel Creations website just to see if the Count Dracula dolls were still up, and they were sold out 3 hours later around. Can you believe that? Didn't sell out until like around 12:44. 3 hours. I wonder how many scalpers bought the dolls and how many fans got them. Did they get at least one? Were they able to manage it? I, for one, didn't get any. But I didn't really try. Mostly because I wanted to talk to you about my thoughts on this doll, and I'm probably gonna do a rankings collectors video because I would like to share my thoughts on them, and you guys can comment down below yours because I'm excited to hear. As you know, a few days ago it was mentioned that Mattel would be releasing Count Dracula. And when I think of Count Dracula, I think of a male vampire who has long hair and is very handsome and disturbing at the same time. Someone who has a very elegant style with a bit of simplicity and like a bit of flair to it. And then I saw the photos, which I'm going to go over with you now, the ones that were posted for the launch, and I'm going to review them. Well, not review them, but mention my thoughts. Please note that I do not have the doll in my hands. Obviously, this is Skelita, but I did not order her either. So the quality of the doll is unknown to me. But based off of the Monster High quality in the past, pre-reboots, unless this is quality of post-reboot, if it's pre-reboot, then you'd think it would be decent. Post-reboot was shit. Let's be real here. I was a bit disappointed when I saw the images. It wasn't, but let me first say that it wasn't because of the design. The designer who worked on this outfit, the suit, and the cape was phenomenal. Not a PR thing, like I'm serious when I say this. And I'm gonna go over the designs with you and give you my thoughts, but I really did love this design because of how simplistic it was, elegant it was, with a bit of flair to it, and I'm curious to see where it goes. What I like about this line is that they take a older character from the horror franchise and put a Monster High spin on it, which is something that horror fans like myself really enjoy. It's cool to merge the two things that we like, horror and Monster High, together and create a character that it's not an extension of the Monster High universe, but it's something that's more geared towards older audiences rather than the Playline dolls. I also love the details, like the coffin-shaped shoes. A YouTuber mentioned how they open and close, and it kind of reminds me of like the Haute Couture Frankies with the levers that open and close too. Those small details that really make it magical that I've missed from like the fairy tale lines and even just the original Wave 1 dolls, like Rebecca having the wheels at the bottom of her legs simply because she was a robot. What I don't like is that the doll didn't come in a coffin-shaped box, which is a given considering she's a vampire. It would have been cool if the box was a coffin and it opened up to the hotel and became some sort of like playset. What I also didn't like about the doll was the webs in the background. They didn't really scream vampires to me, like not in the background of the like doll, but like in the background as in like the cape that she's wearing. I would have much rather that have been like a satin or just a simple red fabric, like a maroon or something that was just kind of marking on the simplicity. I don't really feel like it feels expensive or looks expensive. However, my main problem with the dolls is the lack of availability. They never put a cap on the dolls, so a lot of scalpers get to them before the fans do, and this isn't fair. But also other people are out there buying 2 or 3 dolls at a time, just for their own personal collections, when people are trying to just get one. The website for Mattel Creations sucks. I've heard stories about how people were ordering their dolls on Mattel Creations, and they were just about to type in their information, and then it got, like, then all of a sudden their item was said sold out even though it was in the cart. So, like, just because you have it in your cart doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to have that item. Also, because you're not allowed to get the dolls at the store, you are open to getting a doll that you don't want or that is defected, like what happened with the Con Couture dolls. This doll here was shipped out and had lipstick smearing, and if you're paying that much money for a doll, which is a lot in the States, $65, but in Canada it's double that, and then in Europe it's even more. So you want to know that you're having a good doll that's worth your money, and to not necessarily get that because you're picking it out of the store is also another disadvantage of ordering online. It doesn't give people around the world that are outside of the States who can't order from Mattel Creation a chance to support Mattel if they want to order the dolls, which is a disadvantage. And also, the people in the US who have access to Mattel Creations don't even, I mean, the headquarters of Mattel can't even purchase the dolls there, like the original Productions were found the first time. So you have to order these dolls online, rather through Mattel or through a scalper, so both situations suck. If you were on the computer just typing in your information and you couldn't order the dolls simply because they were sold out, you don't have any other options. Well, other than to, like, pass, which I would personally recommend because the dolls aren't worth that much. The dolls actually do remind me of a mix between the Create-A-Monster werewolf girl and the Dracula face mold, with some sort of Ghoulia mixed spectra skin tone, which I'm going to show you here just kind of for comparison because that hasn't really been mentioned. So I do feel like the dolls both look kind of similar, so if you are looking for a substitute, maybe just go for the Create-A-Monster or try making your own. The final thing I wanted to talk about was that there was some people who were giving the designer hate for this design and how bad it was, and there was also some people who were bragging about getting this doll and getting 2 of her, which I am not for. Just please try to be respectful of it because some people didn't get the opportunity to get this doll, and this designer did work really hard, and I personally like the design. Overall, I feel like the design team is really talented, and I can't wait to see where this goes, where they take us with other creatures that they adapt to this Monster High Collector franchise. I do hope, however, they are able to incorporate other secondary characters like Mina and Lucy from like Bram Stoker's Dracula, that were also important and badass. Mattel's watching this, highly unlikely, but if you are, please keep in mind that fans do want to support you. And as for me, I don't like supporting Walmart, and by you exclusively giving them the opportunity to not only promoting a site that treats their employees horribly, but also giving them the opportunity, like also knowing their terrible track release date for toys in general, please give us other options in the future to have other exclusives besides Walmart, such as Toys R Us and Target, who have also been really big supporters of your dolls in the past, as well as Mastermind Toys, and Smith's, and any other stores that you can think of, really. That would be really great and helpful so that we internationals can also support your brand and get them at other places and not just have to be not just be limited to the scalpers or Mattel Creations, especially when not all of us has a credit card or has access to your website. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one, but I'll see you in the next one. Bye.